Hey guys, it's Leo Stargazer. I'm here today with our sign-specific weekly astrological reading. This is for the week of August 27th through September 2nd, and this reading is for Pisces. So this week, I see two major things happening, and that is that Mars moves from Virgo into Libra, and then we have, on the 30th, a big, beautiful full moon in Pisces in your sign. So, lots of emotions. You are coming to some conclusions. This full moon is bringing a lot of light and harmony and a lot of fullness and completion to your sign. And I'm very excited about that. So, in honor of that, this week's reading is thinking, feeling, and doing. I want to know what we're thinking this week, what we're going to be feeling in particular, especially you, and then what we're going to be doing about those thoughts and feelings, and how we're going to be responding to them, especially to this full moon. So hopefully the tarot spread helps us with that. And so while I shuffle, I'm letting my intuition guide me, and I am thinking about the intention that I set for you. And that intention is balanced self-expression. So expressing yourself this week needs to be kept in balance. Obviously, that's how I'm seeing it. I think that we are going to want to express ourselves really emotionally, and you would have every right to do that. I think what would be more beneficial is to keep it a little in balance, and we'll see what the tarot says about that, though. Let's start with thinking. In the thinking position, the card that I draw is Six of Wands reversed. Okay. Let's move on to feeling, and we'll do the rest, and then I will go over them. Feeling. What are you feeling this week? Very important. The Sun reversed. Okay. We'll move right along. Go over that in a second. Doing. What are we doing this week? Based on these cards, I really want to know what we should do. Page of Wands, also reversed. So 3 reversals. This is probably because that full moon is going to be filling your sign and overflowing it with intuition, imagination, the water flow that you know so well and engage with so well is going to be at its peak. So maybe these cards are showing that may turn us around a little bit or flip us upside down. But let's go through them. Okay, but let's get right to it so that we can interpret this, use our intuition, do what we do best, engage with that flow, and understand what these cards have to say, because it seems kind of complicated to me. The Six of Wands reversed in thinking is showing me that you are probably being a little pessimistic where you don't need to be. So maybe you are knowing that this moon is going to be a lot about you. You know that this moment, this week in particular, is going to be a lot about these feelings that maybe right now you don't want to engage with too much. But this card reverse is showing that that's probably a misperception. That you do this the best. You engage with what this full moon is better than anyone else. Diving into that is going to be key. You have to trust yourself. And this card shows me that may be hard this week. You may have some misperceptions about yourself that need to be undone. You may need to let this full moon shine a light on all of that, clear up any misperceptions, because you deserve to be celebrated, your emotions deserve to be engaged with, and your ability to do that deserves recognition because it's so useful. And you should be honored for it. So try to let this moon help you remove any of that. Really tap into your intuitive side and understand yourself truly the way you do best. Because in feeling, that may be tough. The Sun reversed. The good thing about the Sun in reverse is that it's just clouded. The Sun is such a powerful card that when it's in reverse, it just means that there's probably clouds. And we know now exactly what those clouds are, and they're misperceptions of the self. those parts of you that you're not understanding correctly are keeping you from engaging with the sun as well as the moon this week. And you deserve both. And you can use both in tandem. You're really good at that too. So uncloud that really easily by making sure that those thoughts are not false, that you are not carrying around any false perceptions of yourself, and let the moon help you with that too. And while you may be doing that, and while you may be like, well, I'm going to let the moon do that, I always do, that's what I'm good at. The Page of Wands in doing is showing me that even if you are able to clear those misperceptions, even if you are able to soak up the sun's light as well as the moon's and engage with all of that, it still might be complicated. I have to say it. I have to admit, with the Page of Wands reversed, it may be you are going to overcomplicate things. And that complication, that overcomplication, again, that may be part of the misperception. You think things are more complicated than they are, especially if your emotions are running high. You may be overcomplicating things. And that overcomplication is also going to be getting in the way of this process. And you don't want that. It's going to be getting in the way of your passion. And you're passionate about all the things that this moon is this week. So I don't want us to miss this moment. So trust yourself. Anywhere that you don't trust yourself, find out why and clear it up. Celebrate that by letting the sun in. And then if you start overcomplicating things, or you feel like you're overcomplicating things, or that things are just overly complicated, let all of that go. Trust the moon. Trust your intuition, just like you always do. And know that if you can clear away false perceptions, you'll bask in the glow of the sun and the moon and be in your passion place that you deserve to be in and where you belong. And I know you will, because you're beautiful and wonderful. And I hope this full moon is everything you deserve. I'll see you next time.